baby, game day.
Get in there. Whoa, 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 whoa. The event staff is around the corner, you see. Hey, babe, go on in there. This is for players and coaches only.
But I'm a player. We're gonna go Texas.
I'm here to play Texas Tech.
What?
The Red Raiders, yeah.
You? Okay. What's your name?
Johnny Manziel.
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah,
I don't know who you are, but, go ahead.
I'm the quarterback.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me. You're the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Yeah, I
Don't
am.
look so surprised. It's my job to know the
This is
roster.
actually my
I'm Taylor
first
Bennett. I'm
time.
working the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna record them.
Okay.
All right. So we all know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
Strong arm.
Well, oh man. Hey, what's up, man? Well, I've always hit a big arm, so just throw it deep, let my receivers get under it.
Okay. Now, how about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
How would my teammates describe it?
Yeah, were you intense, you were cutthroat, a great leader, a jokester? Give me something.
I guess you could say I always stay engaged with my teammates. As we go about the week, I want to make sure everyone's prepared and ready to do their job when we come there for game day.
So a real team-first, team-player guy.
Yeah, sure, you could say that.
Yo, Taylor. Hey, can I borrow him for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right? Hey, I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay. All right, listen. You ready, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah? Because winning the national championship means everything to me. All right, I made a promise to my brother. And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to be on the same page, you feel me?
Wait, what happened to his
I
brother?
got you, man. I got you.
His brother, like, died or something? I think his brother died. That's messed up. I've only watched a little bit. Like, I watched certain parts. Like, I watched You Boy Pizza. I play for Oregon because I don't know.
Down. And you stop. Ready? Come on, set. Here we go. 60 yard.
You can.
Five. On the double. Big River. Big River. Ready? 50. Plant.
Oh.
Down. Ready? 90, Wolf! On the set! Ready? Ready to break!
The quarterback actually isn't about throwing the ball on your shoes. It's always from the defender.
Let's go! Let's go! 18, Gator!
Now, I'm not the toss receiver, so
Shoot! Set up! 8, read! Get it!
what do you mean?
On the ready!
Sorry, I pulled it.
Here we go! 60
My
Pittsburgh!
bastards.
Ready, ready! Ready, ready! 10 Lobo! 5! Set! Big River! Big River!
Easiest pitch and catch. And you do that tonight, and we move on.
I think that's pretty good for the first time. 7 out of 10.
All right,
Okay, I
just
know
talked to
this.
Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
No, I'm not going for simple.
What do you think?
Well, his thinking is we keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense to do their part.
No.
Wait, hold on. This is a joke?
All right, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to succeed.
No, this ain't high school ball, man. All right, this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're gonna destroy us. Come on, this is crazy, right? Right?
Agreed. Coach needs to wake up. I'm ready for this.
Man, forget about him, man.
Listen, I don't care how much you played, you're a leader on this team. Leaders, sometimes they have to do what's right, even if they don't like it.
Got it, Coach. Got you.
Yeah?
You have like the same head coach, the same defensive coach. You have the same wide receiver for any team that you do. Because I've made like a ton of them already.
Outside, heavy snow, surprisingly, with temps in the 20s. The good news, we are inside AT&T Stadium in Arlington, and tonight it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups.
Patrick
As we'll see the
Mahomes
Texas
comes
Tech
right
Red
up.
Raiders taking on the Oregon Ducks.
Patrick Mahomes.
What's up, bro? Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks. Means a lot.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A big test ahead. His first collegiate snap coming right now as the Ducks have it 1st and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early. because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
I'm trying to go deep, boys.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
All right, I'm gonna go with Isaiah.
2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Y'all go with the
Ducks come up
streets.
now 1st and 10. Back to throw. McGovern. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Isaiah Streets the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The Oregon Ducks looking for that elusive first national title. Of course, they've been in the National College Football Playoff before behind Marcus Mariota following the 2014 season. And they beat Florida State that year before falling 42-20 in the championship game. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Wide open.
And this is caught at the 8.
Wide open.
They are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke him up. It is starting to get really, really under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Okay, that's what I actually wanted. Not joking.
Well, if you're gonna throw the ball
I wanted
first and
that.
goal from the 2. The worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit.
Let's go.
Be caught. Touchdown.
Oh.
From 8 yards.
Let's go.
And the Ducks have taken the early lead. So that drive certainly a confidence builder for an inexperienced quarterback.
And a confidence builder for the coaching staff as well, because now they're seeing that they can work with what's out there. In addition, they feel good about the game plan that they set up in advance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
We can send a blitz.
Throwing on 1st down. Warren. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Fudge.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all.
Let's
they
go.
really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Texas Tech, a newcomer to the college football playoff. They have won 11 conference titles in their history. But boy, this would be quite a feat to make a run through these games in Dallas and Santa Clara.
Sit down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play? I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about.
Sit down.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On second down, it's Young. Now the ball comes loose.
Let's go.
This will be scooped up by the defense. That sort of goes without saying. That's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turned it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself? Are you pitching it to your...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20.
Let's go.
And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16.
Oh, that's his number.
A huge play that time. 67 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. When prepping for this semifinal matchup, we went back and saw all the tape on Isaiah Streets throughout the year. And no matter who you talk with around the game, they say, and that'll be caught.
Let's
Touchdown,
go.
Oregon. Isaiah Streets with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. Well, when we were setting up and going over our run-throughs early this afternoon, and I'm talking 6 hours before kickoff, we saw Isaiah Streets out there alone with just his young quarterback and center going through all sorts of different routes, making sure that they had everything ironed out, and it pays off there on the touchdown throw. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it
I'm
out
trying
to
to
the
do the
25-yard
hit stick
line.
so I can get the fumble. And then I sound like a
Texas
blitz
Tech offense
a little
set to
bit.
go for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Red Raiders with a 1st and 10. This is Young on the carry.
Yes.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Off the play fake. Warren. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
The Oregon offense set to begin their next possession. But Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel, tremendous athlete in his own right, but lost too soon to leukemia a year ago next week at the age of 20.
And that is really a gut-wrenching story, as you know. And you look back at their high school days right here in Texas, just outside of Houston. Zeke was the star quarterback.
And got his man complete.
Let's go.
And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there. 43 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a...
Through an opening, and there he goes. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big-time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
Come on, get that.
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Flushed out right. His throw caught at about the 5. 16 yards, a first down.
He continues to make plays, and he looks terrific out there right now. But what I really liked, the way he's controlled this huddle, playing with a lot of confidence, and that confidence has been...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's like a good time.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Get that. Oh.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down in distance.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. So a blistering start to this first half. We wondered how this young quarterback would handle the pressure, and there is a lot of pressure. Well, how about 3 first-half touchdown passes? Extra point up and through, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense for the Red Raiders set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Warren, over the middle, complete. It's Pope. Now
let's go.
The ball comes out, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over.
2nd and 29.
Humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
I'm going to
Other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Come on, get that, get that. Let's go. Let's
go. And what a big-time play there. 63 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath, but now it...
And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. Devin Keller taking it in. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. A 1-yard run on first down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on second down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the second down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texas Tech offense set to go for their next possession. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Warren. And he comes back with one complete.
I thought
and
he
will
blocked
have
it.
first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Is that like the
He's
second?
got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Warren to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Warren going to pass it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Simmons. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Simmons. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 now for Texas Tech. Operating from the gun, Warren. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards.
Down. 70, Indy.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
What?
My game.
Let's go. Ready?
From the gun, Warren. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 8, and the pressure gets to him again. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
No Marcus Washington, no problem in the first half.
Who's up? We up. Let's go.
Hey, Ken. Just checking in with you. How do you feel about the first half?
That's how we play. Let's go.
Be a great first half. We keep doing what we're doing, we might win this thing.
There's a lot of we's in that sentence. It's a good thing to recognize your teammates, but you remember, you're leading the charge tonight, all right? So get out there and let's put this thing away. Second half. Let's go.
Hey,
Coach,
really good job out there in the first half. I should have trusted you more. That's on me.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get him.
Thanks, Coach.
We're running a 28-3 lead. trying to get
set to
into
take
forward.
over for their next possession. And offensively here, you wouldn't know it by looking at it that Marcus Washington is not in the game.
That thought that maybe they would simplify the game plan?
Forget it.
Yeah, forget it is right. True that he doesn't have the game reps, but he definitely knows plays. He's run them for 4 years, totally familiar with his offense, and now he's executing.
Oh.
Let's put that team on a buck. Big Griffin.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover.
And he caught it up. And this is picked up by the defense. And another tackle broken. Still on his feet. Breaks free again. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of him so much that you take away the effort. You just want him to be conscious of taking care of the football.
That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. Quintez Anderson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. The extra point up and good. And
35.
that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off.
Trevor Croft, hero.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The offense for the Red Raiders set to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Warren. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Rick.
There he goes left side. And he takes it into
First
the end
touchdown.
zone. Touchdown, Texas Tech.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle.
Dude, I've had like 7 touchdowns already, and they're talking about the one play that I missed.
This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good.
I thought I was about to get a kick return.
32-yard line. The Oregon offense set to
be ready for this play. Be ready for this play,
bro. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them.